Zypat Zavasova und number 18 Victoria Shaimat-Nova. Coach Sherik Kalifayev. We say hello to the team from Kazakhstan.
So welcome to our second game of the day here in Berlin. The Indoor Hockey World Cup. And the chance to see the United States against Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, who are by far the best women's side in Asia, against the United States, who are making their Indoor Hockey World Cup debuts. Blessed with some quality. And yesterday they showed great resistance and resilience against Poland to earn a draw despite defeat to Belarus, and that was led by the youthfulness of Peyton Worth in particular. As for Kazakhstan, they are a team that really have been the pick of the Asian nations in the women's game. And Natalia Gatalina is the one to look out for in terms of scoring goals, along with the likes of Domashneva and Chepkasova. They all scored 5 goals each in Doha en route to winning the Asian Indoor Championships in Qatar last April it was. Sarin Kalimbayev is happy with his squad. That is a mix of experience and of inexperience. They were defeated by Poland by 4 goals to 1, and also to the Netherlands by 7 goals to 0 in their 2 games yesterday. Or maybe this is where the United States feel that they can get their first victory in an Indoor Hockey World Cup. Will be Kazakhstan to get us underway, who are sitting bottom of Pool A. A pretty hefty goal difference as well of -10. But the United States could quite easily be one of the surprise packages of this event. Remains to be seen. The coach of the United States, Jim Kentwell, said that it was the most difficult decision of her life to pick a squad, a roster to come to Berlin. They are blessed with some youthful exuberance, with some real experience as well. And here come the United States looking for the first goal of the match. Respective winners of their continental tournaments, the United States, the Pan Am Indoors, and Kazakhstan, the Asian Indoors last year. Be left by Samantha Carlino, starting in goal. And this is Annie Campbell, one of the more experienced players amongst the ranks. And she was one of the star names to shine for the United States in their Pan Am success. Scoring goals aplenty and actually crowned the best player at the tournament. So a read through for McDonough. Back for Campbell. Done it straight away in there. Oh, completely missed from Mary Barham, but the penalty corner has been awarded to the United States anyhow. Barham is one of their key talents in terms of the outdoor game. Just a little bit of lift on the ball from the goalkeeper's save. So, penalty corner time, the first of the match. And it's come for the United States. Taken and blocked. Campbell with another try, and it's come off the frame of the goal. Penalty corner time again. Kelly Campbell, 19 goals in their 7 victories at the Pan Am Cup. Deadly. She was unfortunate with this strike here, creating a little bit of loft, striking the top of the frame of the goal. Campbell again. She's just put it wide. Kazakhstan backs up against the wall at the moment. Haven't seen much of them from an attacking sense so far, and it's the United States who are making all the running and creating the opportunities. This needs to be played a little further back, this restart, which will be by Campbell. Gets on with it quickly in field for Pican. And Campbell again, quickly on, but she's not really caught that as well as she'd like, and we're straight into the Kazakhstan bench. Kazakhstan spend a decent amount of time with the United States half of the court, but it's the United States bringing it forward. Just scooped up off the stick of Mary Barham as she tried to control it. It's been a very encouraging start from the Americans. Remember, making their debut at this event. Kazakhstan haven't had the best of times at the World Cup. The indoor format, that is. In 2015 they finished 12th, as they did in Poznan in their debut year in 2011. They come into this competition ranked 12th in overall world rankings. Campbell, the lone representative of the Americans, back inside her own half. Pitcan, can she reach it? It will be a restart on halfway for America, however. Worth has made her way on. That's with plenty of youngsters in this setup for the United States. It's a perfect competition, the highest level to win your crust. A real learning curve for them. They've just been raised. Clearly not taken in the right position. Brioglo. Happy for the advantage to be played here. Got a leader. She got lucky with that. The captain at the restart. There's some movement from the three up ahead. Lukasheva with the restart here for Kazakhstan. Weathered the early storm so far, but the Americans coming forward with some purpose. The brakes just needed to be put on there by Anna Rose McDonough. Campbell. Worth. Take the ball with her, she's still got it. And then she was just clipped. Just unintentionally. Zanoli has forced the penalty corner. Much of this game is being played in this area of the court. Striking that left foot of the unfortunate Chepkasova. Penalty corner time. Can Campbell strike on this occasion? Here she goes, it's nicely worked. Didn't really come off though right in the end. Set the hand on the floor. It's going against the Americans here, but this is Campbell. Kazakhstan won the Asian Indoor Championships for the 5th successive time. They were successful over Malaysia in the end. And through the early stages, they went unbeaten. That is not the case here in Berlin. They lost their first 2 games yesterday to Poland and the Netherlands, respectively. It was always going to be a tough ask against those 2 teams. Netherlands top dogs here, and Poland ranked 4th in the rankings coming into this event. Give it away, and that's poor. Zanoni here for the United States. Penalty corner. They're not helping themselves, Kazakhstan. Kashefa doing her bit to give it away in a very, very dangerous area as it just skips up the stake here. That's the reason why the penalty corner has been awarded. Campbell to raise it again, but raise it just a little too high over the top. Timeout's been called by Kazakhstan. The opportunity for Serik Kalimbayev to have a word with his team. Jin Kenwell also to get a few messages across to her players, and she can be the happier, certainly, of the 2 coaches. Been a really bold attacking approach from the Americans so far. Lowest ranked team in Berlin this week. Quiet murmurings amongst the ranks and the camp that they can go far. They can upset a few along the way. They did really well to come back and earn a draw against Poland yesterday. They actually took the lead against Belarus, standing toe-to-toe with 2 of the top 5 ranked teams in action here in Berlin this week. Poland 4th and Belarus 5, respectively, in the rankings. This is Mukasheva. Keeps it in really well, Mukasheva. Penalty corner time. Well, this was really encouraging, just about kept in. It was fortunate how it just landed in the area, in that circle. Just striking an American. A chance for Kazakhstan to profit against the run of play. Can they take the lead? They've got the long way around to try and force the ball in. They've got the opportunity to restart here, the United States. And it was all pretty comfortable defensively. Here's Campbell. Taken forward well by McDonough. Stick interference clear. Free hit for Kazakhstan to restart. Ball by Sabazova. And that seemed to hit the foot, rather unfortunately, of Madison Orobono. Kazakhstan with quick-fire penalty corners, just growing in confidence a little bit. It's cleared away by the goalkeeper. It was cleared away with some force as well. There's no way she was going to be able to get out of the way of that. Ball on the spot and ready for Kazakhstan. Their best spell of this first half so far! And it's led to the first goal, has it? No, it will be ruled out. Sabazova denied. Let's have a look at this. You can clearly see the ball did not go out of the circle. And that was a very, very close call, but credit to the umpire who saw that. Ball has to leave the circle. As margins get finer and finer. Is this to be the Americans' moment? It is! For Corinne Zanoli. And look at the passion shown in not just the celebrations, but the cries of, come on, let's get on with it. Let's go for this. It's a lovely finish from Zanoli. A wonderful moment for her. And here she is again. We got just under 6.5 minutes remaining, and the United States, who were just under the cosh a little bit, have managed to turn their pressure into a goal at last. Barham taking it on. Barham doing well. Just run out of court in the end. Clements down the line. It's well judged. This is Gatalina. And it all comes to a disappointing end. Sabazova. Barham. Barham again. Decent stop. So Bakavadini is the Kazakhstan goalkeeper. Campbell. Looking to force it a little too much there, Ali Campbell. Just about able to keep it in play. Zanoli on the stretch. Lovely turn from her. Zanoli still going direct towards goal and earning the penalty corner. One thing in mind, to keep on going and going and going. She did well to stretch and reach and keep it in. Just lifted off the ground. Barham with the penalty corner, keeping it low. Campbell and looking for that deflection from Barham. Very nearly came off. A touch off a Kazakhstan defender. Barham forced all the way back. Barham offering that support and gets it now. Zanoli giving it away. It's that final pass, that little bit of quality for Kazakhstan, which is just missing when they're getting into that final attacking third. Oh, now then, real chance to extend the lead, of which Madison Orobono duly obliges. A little bit of a comfortable lead now for the United States. They do not help themselves the way that they give it away so cheaply, Kazakhstan. Dobry Oklo, the culprit on that occasion, and punished big time. The United States on the verge of a first win at an indoor Hockey World Cup. Piquen is on now. Campbell just dictates the play. She is the puppeteer of the team. But Kazakhstan could be in. Just runs away from Chepkasova. Real intensity about their play for the United States. Couple of minutes remaining. Every time they're coming forward, they look like they are going to strike through this Kazakhstani defense again. Meanwhile, at the other end, though, Carlino doing her bit. The American goal, she's not had that much to do, to be fair. Catalina. Sabashova. Catalina. Where to go here for Zanoli. Campbell. Worth. Worth goes on still to take it on herself. Denied by the feet of Bakavadin. Final 30 seconds of the first half, which has belonged to the United States. They've been excellent. Lovely turn. Piquen, will it fall for Barham? No. Zanoli, oh, she squeezed that in. How on earth has that been squeezed in? And she can celebrate again, Corinne Zanoli. A turn away from defender and goalkeeper. And Barron was there as well. But the United States are flying through this first half. 3 goals to the good they are against Kazakhstan, and looking very, very good for a first victory in this competition, although there is some concern here over Mukasheva, and we hope she's okay and she'll have time through the half-time interval. See whether she is able to continue or not, but at half-time for the United States, so far so good, really good. 3-0 they lead Kazakhstan at the break.
the two of the team of Kazakhstan, Arsen, Mukasheva. We wish you all the best. Dankeschön, meine Damen und Herren. Wie gesagt, gute Besserung an die Nummer 2 des kasachischen Teams, an Arsen Mukasheva, die jetzt hier von unseren medizinischen Kräften aus der Halle gebracht wird zur ersten Untersuchung, hinter die Kulissen gebracht wird und möglicherweise dann relativ schnell auch hier in ein nahegelegenes Krankenhaus verbracht wird. Wir werden dranbleiben und Sie informieren, was genau hier passiert ist.
Okay, also wir haben gleich die zweite Halbzeit. Sie sehen, noch 40 Sekunden geht schon weiter. Das war ja unmittelbar mit dem Halbzeitpfiff quasi dieses sehr unglückliche Ereignis. Also der Zwischenstand für die USA gegen Kasachstan. Und nun freuen wir uns auf 20 weitere Minuten. Immer zweimal 20 Minuten, das ist der Modus. Mit 5 Minuten Pause. Und dann wissen wir, wie dieses Match in der Gruppe A ausgegangen ist. Und nochmal zur Erinnerung, danach geht's los mit der deutschen Mannschaft. Also, noch 20 Minuten Weltklasse-Hockey jetzt mit USA gegen Kasachstan. Viel Spaß!
Welcome back. The United States in firm control of this Pool A clash with the Asian indoor champions Kazakhstan. 3-0. Led by Corinne Zanoli with a couple of goals, and Madison Orobono also on target. They won 7 out of 7 en route to winning the Pan Am Cup. Did the United States, as Kazakhstan fashioned the first chance of the second half. So much so that they were able to beat Argentina twice, in particular in the final, which is no mean feat. So it's just going to run out of play before Zanoli could get there. We hope that Asel Mukasheva is okay. She has been stretchered off and out of the arena. We will hope to get a little bit of an update as to how she is doing throughout the day. We'll keep you updated with that. As the Americans look to fire in through Barham. For this Kazakhstan roster of players, 8 of which were actually involved in Leipzig in 2015. Not going to plan again at an indoor World Cup, although to get the better of the Americans. On that occasion, ball leaving the ground, and so the decision going the Americans' way. Here's Zanoli. Surely another one. And it is to be another one for Corinne Zanoli, who now has 3. This is turning into a very profitable day, profitable morning for the United States. Timeout has been called, but for the Americans, who have got as many as 9 teenagers in their roster, the lowest ranked team at this competition, are showing why they could just be one of the surprise packages going deeper into this competition. They've been clinical when opportunities have been presented to them, and in particular for Corinne Zanoli, who's now got 3 of their 4 goals. Defense standing strong as well. And here they come again. Pitcairn the target. Manages to find Pitcairn. Is forced backwards. Now McDonough. Comes to nothing in the end. Start from Sabashova. Mashevna out wide for Catalina. Catalina again. Captain manages to find a teammate. The sparkling pace and break of the United States. It's a penalty corner. A trip on Zanoli, who has just been excellent. She's loving it out there at the moment. It's high up on the thigh as well. From Marina Dobrioglou. Abigail Pitcairn. It's not quite worked out. Campbell. Fires it in. Far more advanced position than what she's used to playing. Every time there is a player in a yellow shirt in possession, surrounded by blue shirts. Worth with the intercept. She's done well. Worth goes on. She is capable of providing some solo magic. It's Peyton Worth. Put out by McDonough, but rising high the ball. Sabashova. And here they come through Worth. Support. Zanoli, she didn't quite get a head up to see a teammate, but green card has been awarded. Awarded to Simbad Sabashova. Zanoli's taking a well-earned rest.
Schlechte Nachricht für das Team, das heute WRW zum allerersten Mal hier vor so einem Publikum gespielt hat.
Campbell wins it back. Popper.
Drauf und dran hier ihre ersten 3 Punkte zu holen. Einen haben sie ja schon, plus 3 wären dann 4. Damit öffnet sich das Tor zum Viertelfinale dann wieder deutlich weiter.
Worth strikes towards goal. Stepping tall was Baika Vadin. Nowhere to go for Kazakhstan here. This game overall has been ruled by the United States. Sabashova's minute is up from the green card that has just been awarded to her. Orobono. It's on her way. Orobono gets on with it quickly. Popper. Full for Orobono. No.
Letzten 12 Minuten, wir haben ein Handy gefunden, ein iPhone. If you lost your handy,
dangerous and given away. This is Popper, who is capable of scoring. Popper goes on. It just touched a bit inadvertently. Sami Popper, who scored 8 times in the Pan Am Cup. Their leading scorers alongside Ali Campbell. Where Kazakhstan have got themselves a goal back through Catalina, the captain. Had to be her. So no clean sheet today for the United States. 3 players who scored 5 times in Doha at the Indoor Asian Cup. But here come America to strike again. And from Sami Popper. That's just an instant response from the Americans. Kazakhstan have got one back, straight down the other end. "5-1" they lead now. This is Hannah Prince, the skipper of the American team. Campbell just looking to force it down the line. Salina's done well. 2 bites of the cherry. On both occasions, Samantha Carlino standing firm and tall. Draw from Domeshneva. The indoor game and the United States looking to get better and better, as the outdoor game has done over the years. They had trials in the middle of last year for this squad. Mary Barham and Samantha Carlino in from the outdoor team. There's Campbell. Such experience that they have amongst the ranks to help these young players at the very start of their careers. What a moment to shine on the biggest scene in the Indoor World Cup here in Berlin. That's Prince. That's rather ragged from her. The restart goes on, and despair for the Americans, delight for Kazakhstan. Delights for Elisa Chepkasova. Just trickled in. 5-2 inside the final 10 minutes we are. Sabeshova. That's enough to just get the tails up of Kazakhstan. Forward by Barham. Down the line and finding Catalina. Can't quite get the better of the goalkeeper, but then she managed to fire right across the face of goal. Goodness me, what a goal that could have been. Orobono, and then hit with some real firepower from Barham. And that might have just done the trick for the Americans. 6-2. And on both occasions now, when Kazakhstan have scored, the Americans have come back down the other end and scored themselves. And here comes Campbell. She's on one. Campbell still. It's going to be a green card awarded to Campbell. Oh, it's a really good piece of defending. Campbell would just sit out for a minute. Sashintova. She was always struggling really to keep in control of the ball on that occasion. Campbell. Just enough to send it out into the corners, just to waste a bit more time to keep Kazakhstan firmly on the back foot. Territory game being played by Campbell. That's the experience that she brings. She is again. Not too much in the way of support, but Donna does offer it centrally, but out to the left flank for Barham. Mary Barham still. McDonough. Oh, lovely from McDonough. See how quick she was. Her dribbling skills with that stick, magnificent. To just skip up off Zanoli on that occasion. Catalina. Still she goes on. Left foot of Carlino in the way. From one end to the other, it's going to be a penalty corner. A little bit of a swipe from Dobrioglu. Penalty corner for the Americans. Can they strike 7? Here comes the penalty corner. There is the goal. The celebration from Campbell says it all. She is delighted, relieved that she's managed to take one of her opportunities. Ali Campbell does make it 7 for the United States. She's had a few chances in the first half in particular. Taken on quickly here by Sabashova. Just running into trouble in the end. And the break could be on. Could it? No. Brought back. Just looking at Jim Kenwell, the American coach on the sidelines. A bit of a dance in despair that it was brought back. McDonough. Zanoli. Barham. Barham again, there to be hit. Smart save. She had plenty of time on her hands to try and pick a spot. McDonough. Quite work. It could have been even more, but for back of Vadin in the Kazakhstan goal. Approaching the final 3 minutes. Always keep going from Ali Campbell. And they will keep on going for the United States. Not done yet. To send out a message. Just struck the foot of Sabazova, unfortunately. Worth. Just about keeping it in. Worth. Where can she go with this? Got out of that all right. Catalina. Sabazova. Wonderful stretch from McDonough. No wonder John Kentwell's applauding. Her team have been excellent defensively today. Scored some memorable goals also. Well, quality has told in the attacking end of the pitch. So the record will continue for Kazakhstan, who've never won a match at the Indoor Hockey World Cup. The United States, their debut year, looking for their very first victory. They're just under a minute and a half away from securing that. Sabazova, Catalina. Sent down the line again. Sabazova from a tight angle. And will do for the Americans. Be next up in action against the Swiss around 4:15 local time.
Die letzten 20 Sekunden in diesem Duell und gerade für die Jungs gilt, die letzten 10 Sekunden könnt ihr gerne mit gemeinsam runterzählen und dann wissen wir, wer der nächste Sieger ist. Und das ist das Team aus dem...
Well cut out. Oh, it just bubbled up into the air. The countdown for the final 10 seconds is on. Here's Campbell running down the clock. That is a very, very impressive victory from the United States. Kazakhstan are a tough side to crack, they really are. And they are the best team in Asia by far in the women's game, but they've been brushed aside with some relative ease, led by the experienced Campbell. And the goals in particular from Corinne Zanoli, who scored 3 of their 7 in this one. Kazakhstan with a couple of goals themselves, but in the end, just too good, the United States. Their first win at this Indoor World Cup, and a timely one as well after a mixed day yesterday. Final score, United States of America 7, Kazakhstan 2.
Das klingt auch gut. Ganz kurze Pause und dann stimmen wir euch und Sie ein auf den ersten Auftritt der deutschen Nationalmannschaft.
Wir hatten mein Vater mich auf einem echten Wochenmarkt mitgenommen. Da gab es noch echte Vielfalt. Und echte Frische. Echte Qualität. Echte Spezialität. Und echten Service. Das kann doch nicht echt sein. Doch, das ist real. Echte Vielfalt gibt's nur hier, im größten Wochenmarkt.
Wir sind Herr.